It's really a cliche amongst winemakers, but it's definitely true. I suddenly found that this glass of Chardonnay or this glass of Merlot is just a bunch of dirt and water and sunlight, and I thought that was just the wildest thing, and I still do. And the most important decision that you'll ever make in the life of a wine is, when do you separate it from the vine? When do you pick? You know, right up until the day that you bring that fruit in, it is farming and making sure that your agricultural product is as good as it can be, so that your agricultural product in the bottle is as good as it can be. Our team, we pick everything by hand. And that is a lot of work. We'll have one of our harvest bins on the forks in front of the tractor, and we'll have a team of people picking and dumping into that bin until it's full, and when it's full, we take it all the way out of the block, we load it on a truck, the truck drives it down here. So it's a lot of moving parts on harvest day. Depending on the grapes that we're working with, we'll either crush and destem it, or maybe we'll just destem it. Some things, if we're working with white wines, sometimes it goes right to the press and we separate that juice immediately on day one, so it doesn't have a lot of contact time with the skins. And from there, it's all about fermentation for the next several weeks and a month. And after that, you know, they often find their way to a barrel or a bottle. The idea that you're talking about is terroir, is the idea that the grapes that come from here are different than the grapes that come from other places. And if I didn't think that, I would just skip the entire farming aspect of this, and I would just order grapes from anonymous places and, you know, just make bulk wine. And I think that would be really boring and, you know, not something we would take such pride in. The grapes that come from this hill are different than anywhere else, because this is the only place in the world that has this latitude and this longitude and that slope and that soil. This is the only place in the world that has this team of people making that wine. We are literally sharing our home. This is a bottle made of the same dirt that my family has lived on for decades. It's something that we get to share with people that nobody else can do. If you want Cabernet Franc that has grown on your hill, you better do it. And so that's what we did, and we take a lot of pride in that wine.